Introducing Dan the Man. Welcome to Dimensions Creating Characters. So Dan the Man, he quite a name, I know. He is about as Western as a character you can get with the cowboy hat and the jacket and the jetpack and everything else. But I definitely wanted a Western themed bounty hunter, and Dan the Man is who I came up with. So you got this armor plate here, and as for where he comes from, he is a non-magic user in a world filled with characters who use magic and everything else. In fact, a lot of bounty hunters in this era just don't have magic. I've realized that. I've done that myself. But yeah, so his story specifically, he started off in a very small town, and where a whole bunch of gang wars were going on, fighting over a field essentially, similar to the field that he used in his jetpack. So what he did, of course, was he was one of the people who worked in the fuel refinery area, and unfortunately, that place was one of the most rated places that were there. So he had to get proficient with learn how to use the gun and defend himself and all that stuff. And unfortunately, one day when the Phantom Empire, the overarching antagonist of the series, they decided they wanted to put their hands in the fuel industry, and basically instead of just attacking the facility, they basically took the facility and brought it up from basically lifted it up into the air and just flew off with it essentially. So that's definitely a funny scene. I hope they animate soon. But yeah, as for him, thankfully he was able to escape, because as that facility was being flown away, as you can imagine, everyone with the blaster saw that and decided to go and try and attack it and trying to break it off of the Phantom Empire's lifting mechanism they had. So you can imagine there was a lot of fighting there, and the people inside, unfortunately, a lot of them died. He didn't, however. He was able to escape. Unfortunately, how he was able to escape was he was captured by a group of pirates who were trying to get that refinery. But once he was captured by those pirates and everything else, eventually they figured out that he was good with the gun and everything else, and they're like, okay, we would kill you, but we do need some extra hands around here, so you want to help us out? And he was like, sure. And well, there you go. He was a pirate there, and then after a while, a similar trend to a lot of other bounty hunters, he became a bounty hunter after his crew of pirates was eventually killed off by the Phantom Empire in retaliation to the initial attack that freed him. But yeah, that is Dan the Man. You'll see him in a battle. He'll be flying around with his jetpack as normal, and he'll be shooting everything else. And of course, he's got that 10-gallon hat, which magically never flies off his head. So maybe he does have magic. You never know. But yep, that is Dan the Man, and I'm gonna show him to you guys up close. And here we have Dan the Man. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, tune in next time to see more characters, and have a great rest of your day.